Welcome to this video on drawing different roof configurations using the roof tools in PlansXpress. During this video, I'll talk you through how to approach drawing a number of different roof shapes. You can then apply the techniques I'm demonstrating to the roof you're drawing. Before watching this video, we recommend that you watch the Getting Started video on drawing roofs. You may also find it helpful to refer to the video called Drawing Different Roof Configurations Part 1 to see some different common roof layouts. The first roof I want to talk you through is a non-rectangular mono-pitched roof. It's an L-shaped building with one roof pitch. My walls have already been drawn, so I can go to the Roofs and Attics tab, click the Roofs drop-down menu, select my roof type, and finally select a dimensional template. I'm going to go for the typical 20-degree cut roof template. I won't talk through every dimension in the Dimensions wizard, as these are covered in the Getting Started video, which I've linked on this page. This video is focusing purely on which roof type and method to select to draw a particular roof shape. So for this purpose, as I'm happy with the 20-degree pitch of the roof, I'm simply going to click Accept Defaults. For this type of roof, we need to select the lean-to or mono-pitch option. When drawing a mono-pitched or lean-to roof, there are multiple methods available for drawing the roof. Read through the guidance notes on this screen. They should help you understand when to use each method. You can use the rectangular method to draw rectangular lean-to roofs which aren't sitting on walls on all sides, as in the case of a porch or lean-to roof. You can draw mono-pitch roofs using the closed circuit of walls one-click option. This option is suitable for rectangular, L-shaped and more complex roof shapes where you want to place the roof over the entire external footprint of the building. For a more complex shape of lean-to, for example a wraparound lean-to, you can use the polyline method to draw the outline of the roof. As we're placing a mono-pitched roof on a complete circuit of walls, we can select the middle option. This is the quickest way of drawing a mono-pitched roof. Once you've selected your drawing method, click Finish. The command window tells us to move our mouse into the building and give the roof orientation. As you move your cursor over the walls, you'll see your cursor is determining the position of the eaves line at the bottom of the roof. Place your cursor where you want the eaves to be drawn, and then click to place the roof. The mono-pitch roof is drawn in one click. The software then prompts us to draw roof accessories. I won't go through these now as they're covered in the Getting Started video on drawing a roof. I'm going to click Done for now. I can now review the roof in my 3D view. If you need to make any adjustments, you can do so using the Edit Roof tools. We can see at the top of the roof here there's a gap where the rafters should be. PlansXpress doesn't draw the rafters in 3D, but because of the geometry of the roof, the fact that the rafters are angling upwards, we can see the gap where they would be. If we make the barge board deeper, set it to something like 300mm high, we can cover the gap where the rafters would be. You can edit the dimensions of the fascias, barge boards and soffits using the Edit Existing Roof Accessories tools on the Roofs and Attics tab. In this mono-pitch roof, this edge is considered a gable, so we can edit this using the barge boards and gable soffits button. You can see we already have a barge board and soffit in place because of the settings we chose in the Dimensions wizard. We can now tweak those dimensions to get the details right. I'm going to increase the barge board width to 0.3 meters, but leave the other dimensions the same. If you wanted to change the colour of the barge boards, for example to black, you could override the texture settings and choose a different colour here. And you can do the same for the soffits. You then need to decide if you want to apply the changes you've made to one face of the roof or to an entire section of roof. I'm going to apply the change to the whole roof in this case. Once you've got the settings how you want them, click OK. The command window then prompts you to click on the roof where you want to edit the gable accessories. Place your cursor over the roof and blue lines appear where the changes will be made. Click to apply the changes. And we can see from the 3D view that the barge board has been extended. I'm now going to do a bit more roof editing. I'm going to use this example to demonstrate how you can extend a roof line to create an overhanging section of roof. In the Adjust Roof tools, there's an option to extend the roof by rectangle or by polyline. The polyline tool allows you to add any shape of extension to the roof. I want to extend the roof to fill in this rectangle here. So in order to do that, I can use the Extend by Rectangle option. The command window tells me to click on the roof face that I want to extend. This roof only has one face, so I can click anywhere on the roof. The next instruction is to click on the first corner of the roof extension. As we're using the rectangular method, we need to click on two opposite corners of the roof extension to tell the software where to draw it. As always, think about which corners will be easiest to click on. I can easily snap onto these two corners, so those are the ones I'll use. Click on the first corner, and the command window now prompts me to click on the opposite corner. As you can see, my cursor is controlling the size of the rectangle. Click on the opposite corner to finish placing the rectangle. If we take a look at the 3D, we can see how our roof has been extended. You can use the roof extension tool to extend any type of roof. If you're extending a multi-face roof, such as a hipped roof or apex roof, you'll need to select the face you want to extend in the first step. If you want to extend the roof to create a more complex shape, use the Extend by Polyline tool and mark out the corner points of the extension. In this next example, I'm going to draw a roof with two different wall plate heights. In this scenario, you need to draw the two sections of roof separately to ensure the roofs are drawn at the correct height. I've already drawn my walls at two different heights. We can see the wall height clearly on the 3D model. The stone walls are 2,550mm high, whereas the rendered walls have a height of 2,325mm. If I used the hipped roof option and drew the entire roof using the one-click method, the software would automatically draw the roof at one level. Therefore, I need to draw the two sections of roof separately using the rectangular method. I'm going to start by drawing the hipped main roof and then add the apex valley roof. On the Roofs and Attic tab, I'm going to click on the Roofs drop-down menu and select the Tiled Cut Roof specification. For this example, I'm going to select the 40-degree cut roof. I'm going to click Accept Defaults and then select the hipped roof option. As I've already explained, I need to select the rectangular section of roof drawing method. If I select the method which is usually recommended, PlansXpress will draw the roof all at one level, so that's not appropriate in this circumstance. Using the rectangular method, the command window prompts me to click on one corner. I can easily click on all four, so it doesn't matter where I start. The next instruction is to click on the opposite corner. Find the snap point and click to place the roof. I'm going to click Done on the Additional Items options. Now let's add the apex valley. This time I'm going to click on the icon at the top of the roof's drop-down menu to select the same spec and pitch of roof. But this time I'm going to select the apex roof option. There's only one option available for drawing this apex roof, the rectangular method, so we can simply click Finish. As before, we're going to click on two opposite corners of the rectangle to draw the valley. Always start at the gable end of the roof when drawing a valley. I'm going to click on the top corner of the gable, but equally I could use the bottom corner. Now the next step is the one we need to take care with. When drawing valley roofs, make sure you extend the rectangle right up to the main roof ridge. This ensures that you draw a full valley. If the rectangle doesn't go far enough up the slope of the main roof, you might end up with a squared off top to your valley. If I hold my cursor over the bottom corner of the gable, the snap point will turn pink. PlansXpress will use this corner as a reference point for the width of the roof. Now if I move my cursor up to the main roof ridge and zoom in a little bit, in this scenario I need to take care not to snap onto the top of the ridge here, because then my roof won't be wide enough. So I need to find that point where the main roof ridge and the outside of the wall of the projection meet. Once I've found this point, I can click to place the opposite corner of the rectangle. Finally, I need to click to select the ridge direction for the valley. I'm going to skip adding the roof accessories for now. If we take a look at the 3D view, we can see that the roofs have been drawn at an appropriate level for the wall plate heights. And just a note on the valleys. You can play around with the valley length if needed. To do that, click on the valley roof. You'll see a number of handles appear on the valley roof. Using the handle at the top of the valley, you can extend or shorten the valley. If I shorten the valley, you'll see what happens if you don't draw your rectangle far enough up the main roof. If this does happen, click on the valley roof and use the handle at the top of the valley ridge to extend the valley further back. Sometimes when you're drawing more complex roofs, you may find that the roof pitches you selected originally don't work due to the roof geometry. With PlansXpress 2022, you can play around with the roof pitch using the Edit Roof Pitch button in the Edit tools. Type the pitch you want to change the roof to, then select whether you want to apply the change to one face of the roof or to an entire section of roof. In this case, I'm going to apply the change to the entire section. Click OK. The command window then prompts you to click on the roof that you want to edit the pitch of. So I'm going to click on the valley roof. You'll see blue lines appear showing you which section you've selected. Then click to apply the change. Then you can check out your 3D view to see the effect of your change. In this way, you can make changes to the roof without having to redraw it. Next, I'm going to draw this roof, which sits on angled walls. The easiest way to do this is to cheat by drawing a hipped roof using the closed circuit of walls method and converting the hip ends to gables. My walls are already in place, so I'm now ready to select the roof from the Roofs drop-down menu. For this example, I'm going to use the typical 40-degree cut roof option. And I'm going to accept the defaults. So even though I'm going to draw a gable end roof ultimately, I'm going to select the hipped roof option at this point. Using the hipped roof type, I can get the software to do all the hard work for me, teeing the two ends of the roof together on the angle. As I'm placing a roof on a closed circuit of walls, I can use the one-click method to draw the roof. This option is pre-selected as it's the default, so I can just click Finish. The command window now prompts me to move my mouse into the building. When you place your cursor within the walls, PlansXpress gives you a preview of the roof. Left-click to draw the roof. PlansXpress works out where to place the ridge and the valley and draws it all for us. As always, the software then prompts me to draw roof accessories. I'm going to click Done for now. As we can see from the 3D view, my roof has now been drawn, but with hips at both ends. To convert the end to a gable, I can use one of the roof editing tools. On the Roofs and Attics tab, click Make Gable. The command window then prompts you to click on the roof edge that you want to make into a gable. Hover your cursor on the edge of the roof where you want the gable to be. A blue line will appear showing you where the gable is going to be. Click to convert the hip end to a gable. And we can see from the 3D view that the software has done this automatically. I can then repeat this process to put a gable on the other end. Click Make Gable, hover your cursor over the hip end, and click to convert the hip to a gable. So that's a quick way of drawing a roof on a building with some tricky geometry. The final example I want to show you is a more complex roof. It features a gablet and apex combination on the upper roof and a hipped roof corner abutment on the lower roof. This roof can be built up using a series of rectangular roof sections. When drawing a roof with an abutment such as this, you must start by drawing the upper roof first. The downstairs abutments won't form correctly unless you have a roof on the floor above. The upper roof tells the software where the abutment needs to go. I'm going to draw the larger section of gablet roof to start with. As always, we need to select a roof type and template. Again, I'm going to use the typical 40-degree cut roof template, and I'm going to accept the defaults. Of course, when you're drawing your real roof, you'll want to work through the dimensions wizard, checking all of the dimensions. So for this example, I'm going to select the hipped roof with gablet option. Gablets are also sometimes referred to as Dutch gables. For a gablet roof, we need to enter a dimension for the placement of the gablet. So here we need to type in the distance from the outside of the wall to the gablet. I'm going to leave it set to the default, which is 1.2 meters for now. Click Next. Now gablet roofs are drawn in the same way as apex roofs, using the rectangular method, so you don't have any drawing methods to choose from, so all you need to do is click Finish. As always, when drawing using the rectangular method, you need to place two opposite corners of the rectangle. In this example, we're drawing the gablet on the larger rectangle of the roof. The top right and bottom left corners can easily be clicked on as they have snap points, so I'm going to use those corners to mark out the rectangle. And then finally I'm going to click to select the direction of the ridge. We can see from the roof lines where the gablets are going to appear. Of course, when you're drawing your own roof, you might want to consider the additional items at this point, but I'm going to click Done for now. So that's the gablet roof in place. Now I can draw a section of apex roof to tee into the main gablet roof. I'm going to click on the icon at the top of the roof's drop-down menu to select the same spec and pitch of roof. And this time I'm going to select the apex roof option. Again, there's only one way to draw an apex roof, so click Finish. Think about which corners of the rectangle you can easily snap onto. I'd recommend that you always start at the gable end of the roof when you're drawing a valley. I'm going to start on this top corner at the gable end, and then extend the roof down to the bottom left. So click to place the first corner of the roof, and then make sure you extend the rectangle right up to the main roof ridge to ensure you draw a full valley. Click to place the second corner of the roof. Finally, click to select the ridge direction for the valley. If we look at the 3D view, we can see that PlansXpress has teed those sections of roof in neatly. As before, we can use the edit tools to make any tweaks to the roof that are required. Now let's move on to drawing the hipped roof on the single-storey walls. I can draw this using the rectangular method, even though it's not rectangular. I'm going to draw a rectangle of hipped roof which covers the extents of the single-storey walls. The rectangle will overlap the two-storey walls here in the plan. However, PlansXpress will automatically take account of the upper walls and the roof which we've already drawn to create an abutment. So I'm going to click on the roof's drop-down menu, select the tiled cut roof, and this time I'm going to select the typical 25-degree cut roof. I'm going to accept the defaults, and this time select the hipped roof option. So this time I need to select the top option to draw a rectangular section of roof. The closed circuit of walls option is not appropriate this time because I'm not placing the roof over the entire footprint of the building. Click Finish. The command window prompts me to click on the first corner. As always, look at which corners you can easily snap onto. The bottom right and top left corners are the best points to snap onto in this example. So I'm going to click on the top left corner first, and then onto the bottom right corner. And I'm going to skip over the additional items for now. So we can see from the plans and the 3D view that the abutment has been created for us. PlansXpress has automatically cut out the area of hipped roof where there's a roof on the walls above. We can see here that it's put a hip on both ends of the roof. We can remove this hip using the Make Gable tool. Click Make Gable. The command window then instructs us to click on the roof edge that we want to convert to a gable. Hover your cursor on the edge of the roof where you want to place the gable. The blue line will appear, so simply click to convert the hip end to a gable. So you can see how we've pieced together this rather complex roof using 3 different roof types and the rectangular drawing method. So that's the 4 different roof examples I wanted to show you. I hope this video has given you some insight into how to draw some common roof configurations. If you need any further assistance with your roof, please get in touch with the tech support team.